All right, what's going on, guys? Thanks for joining me for this quick training, and I hope everyone is doing okay today. So today we're going to be talking about the real estate sales funnel and why it's so important in our businesses, and why this type of funnel is important in any business, really. I mean, if you're a lender, if you're a freaking dentist, if you're a doctor, any type of business that requires people to buy to give them money for a service, this or a product, this sales funnel is absolutely crucial. This is like the holy grail of all businesses. Okay, this is what we focus on all the time. So this is the quick cap on the real estate game. You must be focused on mastering the game. Think of it as a game. Okay, what level you're at. So what we do is we all, as real estate agents or business owners, we do activities that produce leads. Okay, and so those leads, if I post Facebook post, Facebook ads, open houses, door knocking, whatever type of activity that might be. There's 1,000 ways to skin a cat. So those leads come into the funnel because of our activities. And then what happens is we follow up with those leads, and then eventually we want to try to set appointments with those leads. That is basically, when we're at this level, our main focus is setting the appointment. Okay? Because I'm not worried about the closing. I'm not worried about getting them to become a client, because the next step in the sales funnel is to set the appointment. See, most clients, most sellers, buyers, sellers, they go with the first realtor that they meet with. 66% of them go with the first realtor they ever meet, and they don't ever do any more due diligence than that. The majority of them. So anyway, so that's why the setting the appointment is one of the most important things. I have found that I can set an appointment with somebody 6 months ago, a year ago, and guess who they end up calling? A year later when they're actually ready, because I was the first one that they ever ran into. I was the first one that was willing to give my time freely to them, knowing that they weren't going to do business with me, maybe ever, or for a long period of time. So anyway, so not all of your appointments actually get conducted, whether it be they end up calling and canceling, or they have to reschedule, or whatever. So anyway, so not all your appointments actually get conducted, but the appointments that do get conducted, about 2/3 of them or half of them actually become clients. And then those clients, this is when you're in the buying process, the going to the show houses, you're dealing with getting them talking to a lender if they haven't talked to one yet, the whole nine. And so basically the main goal of this phase is to get them under contract, get them to make an offer on a house. And so once they make an offer on a house, now they're in escrow. All right, and so now you're dealing with the home inspections, the appraisals, and all that stuff. Now you're at that phase. The goal here is to get them to the closing table, which will end up spitting out a commission check. Okay, which means that you get paid at closing. And then the most important, really one of the most important phases, is that they become your past client. Okay, these are basically your gold mine. Every agent is sitting on a gold mine with their past clients. But here's the thing: NAR did a study on buyers and sellers who actually ended up reusing their realtor. Only 12% actually ever reused the same realtor that helped them buy their current home. 88% of them became orphan clients. Okay, so meaning that they were disowned by their past realtors. All right, so it's extremely important, and that's why if you check out the other training on your sphere of influence and past clients, it kind of shows you a whole game plan on how to approach your past clients, and we can delve into that on a different training. But so those past clients are absolute gold mines, because what they do is they then come up and they start to produce more leads for you. Family, friends, co-workers, people they meet at the grocery store, people that they overhear talking about real estate. Um, as long as you stay in touch with them and you show them that they're important to you, which they are, because we're building relationships through real estate. We're not just getting a commission check and then saying I'm done with you. It's so important that those past clients come back up. You do activities with your past clients and they produce more leads, and they go, it's just one big circle, boom, 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 right back through the sales funnel, right back, the whole over and over and over again. So anyway, so the name of the real estate game is to get people to know you, like you, trust you, be aware of what you do for a living, and if you follow up with them frequently, your business continues to grow. So the other thing is that sales is such a subconscious game. People really only want to do business with people they know, they like, and they trust. And then it's their skill set. You can absolutely, obviously you have to be somewhat decent, but you can kind of suck. And as long as they like you, trust you, and know you, then you can most likely be successful helping them through a real estate transaction. It's kind of scary, but that's why we teach such. That's why we have a lot of trainings on just the subconscious, how the subconscious works, and why it's important to say people's names over and over again. First name, whatever, because the majority of people, they don't even know this, but they want to do business with people they know, they like, they trust, and if you make sure that you let them know what you do for a living and follow up with them frequently, your business will continue to grow. See, your own mom will forget that you're a realtor. She looks at you as your son. Your own wife will forget that you're a realtor because you're her husband. So you have to constantly let them know what you do for a living. So anyway, guys, I hope this helps. And we look forward to seeing you on the next training. Hope you have an awesome day.